mess up the combo there of the Kadita. And there goes the Brody as well. So that's another signature Carvey pickup. I actually for me, I understand the Kadita. I kind of agree with you kind of early there. But then at the same time, it's... Yes, you could slot it into Boxy's hands, Roam Kadita. That's a long time Cambodia a favorite. But at the same time, it's also one of Raw's best mages, if I'm not mistaken. So I kind of see why they picked it early, but I am on the same boat of maybe he could have gone a little bit later, just a surprise pickup. That's kind of surprising, but at the same time not. It's MP the King with a Lancelot.
Yeah.
That rhyme.
Hey, you know what's funny is both the junglers can actually opt for this. Magister also could pick this up, but now the matchup being the Akai versus the Lancelot, and also knowing that typically Lancelot himself as this hero has developed, right? It's pretty flexible in the way that you build it, but matchup-wise, Redmar, like, since we have such a focus on utility, and we saw the team head-to-head too, how's this looking based on what they already have in this first phase for See You Soon?
Well, for the side of See You Soon, if DEVU aren't careful, they have a chance to actually run away with it. Gonna be up to how well that Kadita's combo and burst is used and utilized. And of course, See You Soon immediately take away the Diggy. One of the things that can really stop this Kadita flowing. So the Kadita and the Lancelot together can work out really well. They can snowball alongside the Bruno, but I'd want to see them pair it up with an XP laner that can actually deal a little bit more control here, or another roamer that can deal more control, or mid if ever that is going to be a roam Kadita. Control is something that's lacking the side of See You Soon.
Okay, control being one of them, and that's where I think, you know, like you said, even from the previous series, XP lane's so impactful, right? Well, for the most part, that's why we'll probably see at least another XP ban, or even actually the one of the first ones here, probably from DEVU, how they want to play that out. Actually, it's the Tigreal, who is also a hero that has kind of risen through, even back from the wild card and throughout the course of M5. But so far, still a lot of XP laners being open, and typically, you know, we see a lot of focus on that, even ban-wise from the previous series.
I will say this, Kid Bomba's had a great run on the Terizla.
Yeah.
Essentially undefeated on it. It's been a great pick for him. Definitely something that can try to lock on to Kusei here. Does See You Soon try to first pick that? You mentioned that they're lacking a little bit of control. It would be a nice pick for them in the XP lane. Add a bit more CC, add a bit more layers, something that can kind of help MP the King out while he's on this Lancelot. Do they want to ban it? I definitely think we've seen it so much. EXP laners have been so pivotal, especially for DEVU.
Oh yeah, I could see not the Uranus.
You just thought about the legs, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought about the legs. The Lapu Lapu be able to slot in. However, that would make quite a chaotic lineup. When you think of those heroes, like let's say Lapu, Lance, Kadita, Bruno, it's like, all right, so who's protecting the Bruno? So it's gonna take a lot of how do you call this, coordination. I would see it work. Yeah, I like the chaos idea of it all. It's very Cambodian if they're gonna go like that. So yeah. Take that away from the hands of Kid Bomba if you can. But then, yeah, as you mentioned, the Terizla still available. His two best picks, Terizla and Lapu Lapu, still up on the board.
Yeah, so I think they're okay with that, right? Given the fact that they decided to go ahead and ban out two roams, Minotaur and the Tigreal, which actually a lot of teams like to kind of work around too. We even saw a surprise interaction between the Tigreal and the Lui Yi, right? Back in, was that Knockout 1, I think, where we saw it.
Which one?
I think it was Knockout 1, Lui Yi and Tigreal. The combination, the implosion with the Lui Yi. So, you know, again, Tigreal, if he pops up, I think that leaves room for a lot of kind of variation and opportunity. But See You Soon takes the Lapu Lapu.
Chaos is what they're choosing today, it seems.
What they're choosing. That was a great prediction, Trex. That was you, man. I love it. This is so Cambodian.
Is this Terizla?
I'm thinking, what if they go for something a bit more supportive for Sawo, something like the Raft, something that can give them some movement to kind of dance around here?
Oh, yeah.
I'm wondering if that's kind of the route they want to go. We know Sawo can play the support, but is it in their arsenal?
Yeah, if it's not the Rafaela, then maybe they can go something along the lines of a Kufra just so that they can stop all the dashes. And at the same time, you have someone who can dive the back line. For Deus Vote, dive the back line. If it's not the Terizla and all that tankiness, get a Yu Zhong if you want to. Because while everyone's diving, you go for the Bruno. But no, they go for damage, they go for pick-off. I like it. We talked about two heavyweights just not blocking, throwing punches. this is exactly that. This is what I see now with this matchup.
Is this also to kind of cover the base of not having the Kaja and Kadita combination? You know, like going that route. Okay, we have it. Not only that, but we have a lot of usage now with the Dairoth. We can lock in that penetration to deal with some of the tankiness, especially when Lapu Lapu jumps in with the Bravest Fighter, right?
Yeah.
You can you have an answer for that now.
So now we see if this Kadita is going to be roam or mid, right?
Yeah.
And now we get to see if it's going to be flexed, which way it's going to be flexed. And see you soon. I think it was actually a good idea to pick it up front. Maybe put it in a third pick, but still, they have so much time now. They can see all of DEVU's lineup. They do end up going for the roam, and they pick up the coup for themselves.
All right, so we're making predictions, but also like for the other team, we're like a step ahead and behind at
We're
the
just
same
that
time.
good.
That's high IQ.
Yeah, we're just that good.
We have foresight, but we just don't know exactly what's happening. You know, we're still honing it in.
Yeah, it's like we're analyzing from a different universe, but we're also still in here.
Yeah.
That works.
Huh?
So
Chaos.
looking at, is it chaos? That's my question. Is this chaos enough from what we were talking about, especially the fact that Siyasuna wants to start momentum-based against what we have for DEVU?
Yeah, exactly. See you soon gets chaos. Now that you have the Kaja and Dairoth together, and the fact that they're going to also be playing around the heavy spin of the Akai, Deus Vult give more of still that calculated aggression. Like, they can be aggressors, they can be the ones leading the charge, but it's going to be a little bit more calculated. Well, see you soon. You have a lot of room for, okay, Karata, go make a play, we'll follow up. Oh, Kufra, go make a play, we'll follow up. While Deus Vult is a little bit more, hey, we'll do this together.
Well, we'll find out. It's Deus Vult and see you soon. Tournament Lives of M5 on the line here as we take a quick break. Once again, both teams, a lot at stake. M5 Lives, we got to make sure, hey, everything is as situated as it should be for both of them. Now, this gives us the opportunity, once again, we threw a lot of predictions out there, right, for draft. They fell into place on different sides, some of them. So really, Trex, I guess since Renmar gave some of his insights here, where are you leaning towards? Do you like the chaos of Siyasune based on what you've seen, even the past matches they've had?
Definitely a lot of chaos with them. I'm not against the draft. The Kufra is definitely, you know, it's a very all or nothing. The whole draft, I guess, is very all or nothing, right?
Yeah.
For the side of DEVU, if they can get those picks, if they can make sure it all works together, there's definitely a lot of possibility there. They have a nice early game with the Dairoth, with the Brody, very snowbally. If that happens, then I think it could be a sure win for them. If See You Soon is able to maybe slow down any of them, get a kill onto the Dairoth early game, get a kill or two onto Brody early game, it seems like it's a very hard hole to climb out of for DEVU.
Well, we'll see how it all unfolds. Once again, we're jumping back into the game. Deus Vult and see you soon. Game number one. One thing that really points out here too, and both of you guys kind of touched on this too, they're playing around the Kaja or the Kadita, right? Yeah. Either team has this, all right, let's get a pick. If we can get a pick, great. If not, we have other tools to work around with. Boxy, that's why one of the opportunities he has.
Oh,
hold on. Okay,
already a lot of damage. Sawa wants to keep on pushing in. Kid Bomba. He's going to have to flicker for that one, but you already see the aggression.
Yeah. Forced out, calculated, doing it together as a team. A lot of assassin emblem sets there for See You Soon. So it's so clear what they want to do. We snowball, we'll fight, we'll pick you off. Ruptures across the board. Even a master assassin on that Bruno. You See You Soon know their style.
Oh, first blood though for MP the King.
Wow, very quickly. As you were just saying that you know what both these teams want to go for in terms of the game plan based off the picks, the emblems, and already first blood under the 2-minute mark.
And as we look at the early set, so it's going to be a rush Dreadnought here for Magister. A lot of physical damage, of course, should help temper the physical scaling, the quicker physical scaling of See You Soon just a little bit.
Okay, you can already see pressure as well, top side. Kinbom was going to be someone that they really wanted to shut down or at least keep control, right? Even if they don't shut him down, try to keep him from making these plays. But Turtle's going to be up now. Sunset Lover also up here to get that level 4. Vital to have that available as they approach these objectives. It's going to go ahead and have a reset. But right now, See You Soon getting in position. Sao nearly level 4 too. So this is where you see the interaction, right? The Kadita versus the Kaja. Pick potential.
Oh, it's a bad spot to be walking. Kid Bomba is going to try to come in, though. Basawa will go down. Can they get the Terrify? Oh, Felix goes down. Sunset Lover able to pick up the kill. A nice response. A good kill into the Valentina, and they take out the EXP laner.
Yeah, good trades across the board there. Let's see if Boxy the King and Ra. Boxy still has his ultimate. It's going to be difficult for them to actually contest this. Lancelot's a little bit too far.
Okay, Boxy going to go ahead and charge up here, but MP the King.
Oh! The King comes in and gives them his namesake. Able to steal the turtle.
Wasn't sure if he would get there in time, but hey, it's a Lancelot.
Yep.
It's MP the King.
Oh, but they pull back. Boxy the King goes down. The other King falls. It's 2 for 2 right now. See you soon. Holding a small gold lead.
I'm so speechless as MP the King was able to pull that off. It's like he heard me and was like, no, I can still do this. Great teamwork there by See You Soon, and you really got to commend their frontliners and, of course, their vision getters for being able to tell MP the King, dude, just come in here, you're going to be able to retreat this away. A bit of hesitation from the side of Magister, though. I felt like he could retribution that a little bit quicker. He was playing with fire a bit, holding on to that. I get the hesitation. Maybe it's because we can see what's happening in the game more, but I felt like he could have just retributioned that already.
Yeah. Either way, though, right now still pretty much even across the board, right? Nothing major happening, but real quick, anything out of the ordinary from the items?
A lot of Dreadnoughts actually on the side of Deus Vult. One of the Deeroths, so a little bit more utility there. He's just going to be there more to shed armor to help out the Brody, dish out the burst while the Valentina and Brody finish it off. And even the Dreadnought for the Kaja. So Deus Vult, itemization-wise, they're really respecting the early physical scaling of See You Soon, and you love to see it.
Yeah, not only that, but you know when they deal with that, the physical damage pressure, they should be able to play around that. And the fact, too, that Sunset Lover, right, has his own rough waves. This gives them another opportunity as well. As he takes a little bit of damage from MP the King, you have two options now. You can use Sao, you can use the Divine Judgment. You now have your own version of the rough waves.
Yeah.
You have multiple options, but there's the focus.
Carvey in trouble, gonna get knocked against the wall and taken out. Boxy the King picking up the kill.
Okay, See You Soon are getting kills. It's a slower tempo, but it's a bit more efficient how they're playing. But here comes Deus Vult with a potential clap.
Okay, they're gonna poke.
Just poke.
Once again, Turtle already up. It's going to be started. Magister.
Felix gets a stun onto Magister. Magister in a little bit of trouble here. Gonna get knocked up. Taken out again. Sorry, I'm Felix. Oh, Kid Bomba though! Woo! With the Abyssal Strike. Able to take him out. But the Turtle will go to the side of See You Soon.
And now we see their Deus Vult and See You Soon, the rotations. But See You Soon just seem to be a step ahead now in terms of the rotations. Losing that tower is going to be big. Kid Bomba.
Kid Bomba having a little bit of trouble, forced to use a flicker, but MP the King doesn't want to let him through.
Wow.
Does go down, Felix picking up the kill.
Man, this is very quick, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in a matter of a minute and a half or so, there's a response and there's now momentum built up for See You Soon. That's exactly, really mirrored across with the lineups that they have. Both teams kind of wanted to start this way, right? That's why they drafted these pick-off potential heroes. But right now with See You Soon garnering themselves this lead, still putting the pressure even around the map, Deus Vult is finding themselves kind of trying to catch up, right? Where are we getting our pickoffs? That's what we kind of need to do if you're DEVU. But even looking at the gold earned, it's starting to scale up already very quickly, you know, as we lead into the next objective.
Yeah, a little bit of damage control will be great here for Deus Vult if they can find it. It seems like rotation-wise, Boxy the King has a slight edge over Sao. But here's the funny thing about the Kufra Kaja matchup. There's a chance that if Boxy misses the initial entry with the Tyrant's Revenge, Sao's just going to pull him. And now I like the game of chicken that they're playing here right now.
Like I was saying, it's like a mirror lineup, right?
Yeah.
With a similar game plan as this game unfolds.
Yeah, Antique Ras already up for the Deeroth. So a lot more defensive-minded really is Deus Vult. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not going to be going for a more counter play.
Magister.
Magister and the Tribus trying to lock on to Kusei there. Should be okay. Boxy the King lining up, going to get the knock up onto Magister. Sunset Lover going to terrify the pullback. And down, Felix still up, finally goes down. Carvey picking up the kill. Carvey able to go through the wall. MP the King gonna get knocked back by the heavy spin, pinned to the wall. Can Sunset Lover get the final shots? MP the King finally able to puncture through. He's gonna try to contest for this even with the amount of health he has. Kid Bomba pushed into the mid lane. The rest will See You Soon. Trying to get some damage out. He gets knocked up, takes some damage. The Phantom Execution. King Looking for, you can already see where that antique Karas is starting to help out. Kid Bomb able to survive the push.
Yeah. So right now, DEVU are weathering the storm of See You Soon with smart itemization, but rotation and movement-wise, it's like they can't seem to find the opening that they're looking for, that they really need. Yes, they're counterplaying. Yes, they were able to get a few kills here and there to punish, but it seems like there's always one or two members of See You Soon left alive to just trade it back eventually. This is what you get. Again, it's a styles clash, and it's interesting to see that we're seeing how we've known these two teams to fight as already on in this game number 1. DEVU, imagine a row of knights marching together on horses, while See You Soon are those mercenaries that you got from different countries just doing whatever and they're making it work.
MP the King in a little bit of trouble here.
No way.
Kid Bomba looking for him, gets stuck. Boxy the King saving the day there. Now everyone's gonna get knocked up in rough waves. And 2 members taking out Raw, picking up the kills. Sunset Lover looking for Raw. MP the King able to dash through. How does he do it? Carvey goes down to Kusei, and now Felix, terrified under the tower, looks for the bravest fighter, but he feels confident. He gets the stun, and now Kusei's here to help out. Sawo taking a couple balls to the face. This is looking rough for DEVU.
MP the King, how many times did he defy the death there?
Yeah. One with a Phantom Execution, the next with a Thorned Rose. I'm pretty sure there were a lot more that we didn't see. But wow, he's going up against someone named Magister, but it's MP the King with his own magic. And Ra with the Wrath Waves on this Kadita.
Rough waves.
Great timing to enter.
Those are pretty rough.
Rough waves, man.
Pretty rough wave, man.
You know what's funny? Like the thing is when you see DEVU actually take the rough waves, the raw waves themselves. Oh, hold on, Master.
A little bit of damage on a Magister once again, forced to use a heavy spin just to get away. And now MP the King gonna start taking away buffs. See You Soon, closing in the grass more and more.
Okay, so going back to the point, the thing is like, when you have the Divine Judgment with a Kaja, and then you have the rough waves, you throw so much to actually get a kill, and then you're left with nothing else, really. You know, you have to kind of rely on the Garvey to pop out the damage, Kid Bomba to get the setup himself, and again, working around the heavy spin. So with this gold lead now kind of getting out of control, you're kind of left to the whims, right? DEVU has to give up this Lord, get prepped up and ready to defend against it. Yes, it's only the first one, but they need this.
Box of the King, getting the Tyrant's Revenge on a Kid Bomba. He gets petrified as well. Able to just dash away. DEVU doesn't want to try to re-engage. They just take what they can. At this time, it's just build up time. Just try to get more gold. Try to close this distance.
Yeah. And now we're also seeing the effect of how one lineup that's very ult dependent on the Roamer's ult, the Divine Judgment of the Kaja here, versus a lineup that, again, as we were mentioning earlier, when you have so many options to initiate or make your own play, that when you're up against that one ult-dependent lineup, it's so easy for you to just respond. Because after the Divine Judgment, what's next? The heavy spin. But then there's so many bodies being thrown by See You Soon that one heavy spin, it's going to be more defensive. It's hard to set with it, hard to follow up as well. So now this is just See You Soon understanding the strength of their lineup. Now they're playing the macro game after playing a lot of the playing around the middle, finding control there. Now the fruits of their labor, they can finally sow it.
Okay, with that, once again, Lord making its way there on the top. Massive lead right now, nearly 8,000. Boxy getting charged up. DEVU!
Oh, another one! Luckily, the heavy spin does come out. Siren Felix gonna get pulled in. No, that is the bravest fighter. Disrupting on DEVU's vault. MP the King dashing through, puncturing through. Looking for the next target. Phantom Execution just misses. Sunset Lover has to use the IMU just to get away there. Sawo. I don't think he wants to go for that, but he might try to pull in MP the King. Can't quite catch on. DEVU's vault just survived.
Just surviving here. They're still working on these turrets. They should be able to get this mid one. It's one hit away. MP the King gonna put the pressure. Ultimately,
MP is feeling good right now,
Yeah.
man. He is just moving 2-0-5. He feels invincible.
Flow state is what it looks like
Flow
right
state.
now for See You Soon. MP the King, smooth moves, dash in, dash out. Trying to catch me? No, he won't be able to. And then Boxy as well stepping up. And speaking of stepping up, I really want to praise Felix here. I really thought going to this series, Felix would really struggle up against Kid Bomba. But in this game number 1, he's done his job well. Clear minion wave, join us here in the center of the map. Do a little thing there, you're done. All right, go back to the minion wave. And he's kept Kid Bomba in check. You got to respect what Felix has done here.
yeah, again, the momentum be in favor of CU Soon for the majority of the game. It's just like their lineup ended up executing better. Magister, again.
And Magister constantly getting caught off, able to use the heavy spin. The Petrify comes out, Kid Bomba can't connect. Magister does go down. Kid Bomba's still on the run, but they get to pull back. MP the King finally takes some damage. Able to throw Rose away, and Kid Bomba finally finds him, but he takes a death for it, and they're all smashed against the wall. 4 members of Deus Vult taken out as 3 still stand. A nice killing spree for Sunset Lover, but will it be enough? 3 members now possibly trying to end the game. 1 cannon minion shouldn't be enough. I'm gonna try to zone away Sunset Lover. Kusei gets a couple more shots, but another wave is coming. See you soon, trying to end this. Rough waves come out, they're locked onto the base. Sunset Lover doing everything he can, but they're gonna get the final shots on. No, wait! The minions are there to save the day, and Sunset Lover defends all alone.
It feels like deja vu from DEVU. Sunset Lover did this before, but with a Faramis, and he's done it again. Terrified, the rough waves. Bro, Sunset Lover, man. You keep doing this, and there's a reason now you're showing us why there's so many eyes on you as one of the best mid laners here in M5 to watch out for.
Oh man, DEVU is going to go ahead and give the Lord a go. MP the King and Sarion Felix are both here though. They have to be able to pull this off. MP the King ready with a retribution. They go in.
Find him.
Bombo locks on to MP the King. A big airborne on a Magister. Can Magister try to secure this? They got to push him away. MP the King takes it from his fingers once again, and now DEVU's on the run as MP the King is on the hunt. See you soon. Doesn't want to let it up with just the Lord. Kid Bomba trying to buy a little bit of time. The King comes in, looking for something, punctures through. Boxy goes down, and MP finds Kid Bomba. He wants more. The Thorn Rose and Raw finds one, but King finds Carvey. 3 members of Deus Vult have now bitten the bullet. King is okay because Kusei's here to back him up. Sawo now alone. Can he match Sunset Lover's valiant effort? This should be it.
Sawo.
See you soon. We'll move on and take game number 1.
After a styling performance from See You Soon and MP the King, they take game 1 against Deus Vult.
This is usually the part where I say something dramatic, something intense to highlight the story. All I'm gonna say is MP the King's the MVP.
Yeah, he was definitely a monster. I mean, honestly, they just they stomped that game. See You Soon came in swinging. It didn't feel very dramatic.
Yeah, it was, again, just flow state by See You Soon.
Yeah.
They were hitting all the right cylinders. It's like I was watching them perform in MPL Cambodia.
Well, we're going to have to see if our analysts have something to break down here for us. Gentlemen, take it away.
True to their identity, even as far back as the group stage of M5, See You Soon end this game, the first in the best of 5 in a blitzing victory, 1-0.
It was a stomp, right? From the early game all the way to the late stages, even when you thought DEVU could look for something back, the Lord play, the very desperate Lord play, still went to the hands of MP the King, who, I think Reptar said it best. That's the only thing you should say in this game. MP the King played phenomenally, but also, though, giving the Kadita over to Ra, that was amazing.
What did you say?
Ra.
Exactly. Change his name to MVP the King because as soon as he got his kit, even his second skill, level 2, he was already pushing the advantage and going in like Lancelot is always the #1 pick in the jungle. Like, it didn't even seem like it was an off-meta pick. Here we go. MP the King, rocking that Lancelot 4, 1, and 9. And yep, can confirm it's a hybrid build. It's tanks a lot in 2023.
I love it, right? The fact that you are so ahead in the game, do it. Just go for damage, man. Be a Chad, and he absolutely was the Chad here. Even in the emblem setup, you could definitely see that with the Thrill, Seasoned Hunter obvious, but the Thrill, he knows that he was going to get ahead. He knows that he was going to deal damage. Right after the War Axe, into the Thunderbelt, went straight for the Endless Battle, and then for some good old penetration. MP the King was truly the king. He wasn't just the man.
The reason why tank slots these days still build the Sky Guardian helmet, or just what it's called now, the Guardian helmet, is because all of those times that you're weaving in and out of battle, you're healing back up. And here you see as early as the first turtle, See You Soon actually delayed it. Because again, it's not like DEVU aren't playing with a good lineup. They have a solid lineup. Again, you saw in their emblems that they meant to be aggressive with it. They meant to go for kills. But if you're going up against a lineup like See You Soon, who again is rocking just but one bit of hold, and I'm talking about Boxy's Kufra, they're just dealing with pure damage. It's just walk into this, try, see how long you can survive.
Big props to Boxy though, finally on his comfort pick again, Leo. It feels like it's been a while since we've seen Boxy perform at this level. And honestly, on this Kufra, no wonder he's at 100% win rate in MPL Cambodia, setting things up for everyone, for Kusei, for Boxy himself, and for the other king in the team. Don't forget, the Kadita as well, though Sunset Lover was able to pull this off again. He doesn't just love sunsets, he loves defenses as well.
Which is, I think, the DEVU's strength. A lot of their games actually go the distance, and here against their antithesis, their Venom, it's a lineup that wants to go quick. It's a team that is super aggressive. So already, I'm gonna jump the gun here to give DEVU a chance in this series, for them to switch up the gears and step on that clutch. What they gotta do is what Blacklist International did in the first series of the day. Find those windows wherein it's their turn to actually get some economic gains, because they can't step toe-to-toe with See You Soon. Their aggression is just next level, man.
And you can definitely see it from the side of MP the King and also from the side of Deus Volt. Firstly, I want to talk about Carvey, because when the game started, I literally just pointed it out to Leo. It's a thrill and a master assassin Carvey on a Brody. So he wanted to get ahead in the lane against that Bruno. Unfortunately, for some reason, there was just not a lot of rotations across the map over to the gold lane to facilitate Carvey's already very aggressive emblem setup. And we've all seen it, right? When the Brody doesn't get that snowball going from the start, it is really hard to find the mid-game power spike when you're up against a Lancelot who can dive you and is untargetable.
Not just. The fact that Ra is actually also rocking Purify means that no matter what kind of hold, save for the Divine Judgment, Deus Volt puts on him, he's able to weave in and out and actually deal the damage to Carvey, which makes it all the more worse, the fact that Carvey decided to go aggressive. There are many ways you can build a Brody or play a Brody going up against a lineup like See You Soon, but here, he picked the right choice to punish Deus Volt. Looking at the item builds, again, the MVP performance on MP the King, it's a hybrid Tank-Salot in late 2023. Anything else that you find here that actually pushed See You Soon over the edge here and made them just finish all the more quicker?
I think it's all the carries here who all got shutdowns, but also knew exactly how to calculate their damage, right? In a lot of scenarios, even for Brunos, when they are ahead, they want to play it a bit safer. Considering that Deus Volt, the entire team, wasn't really dealing any or not a lot of damage, you can definitely see with Kusei's itemization here is spot on perfect, right? He went for full damage, doesn't need any Wind of Natures, doesn't need any Rose Gold Meteors, even though maybe that's what he was going for the very last item. Even Ra over here, you can see it, it's just full on damage. Divine Glaive, more magic penetration with the Genius Wand.
Just right before we switched over to the overall stat highlights, I gotta commend Kid Bomba. His build, again, everything Kid Bomba does is just regardless, his build was full on tank plus that casual Fury Hammer. That's how you build a Dairoth these days. That's how I have crossed the line between a Dairoth hater and a Dairoth lover. You'll see here that there were times that he was just almost there to turn things around, but it was just too little too late. See You Soon just dealt a little too much damage. MP the King, farming heroes, farming waves, farming creeps, and the rest was all just follow through for See You Soon.
If it was a Sunset Lover, they literally had 0 damage, and that's why we didn't see the Wind of Nature built up. But also, if we take a look at how Deus Volt decided to play this matchup, it was completely front to back. With a composition like this, you would expect it to be a bit more chaotic. You'd expect them to look for a little bit more of these random skirmishes across the map, pickoffs, even just random 3v3s, little fights around the map, but you really weren't able to find that at all. Their train got derailed very early on due to, I would say, a few of the neutral objectives getting stolen away and them just losing out on a lot of these lanes. I mean, when Magister got that turtle stolen away from him, from MP the King, right? I mean, the vision, it just doesn't feel right for Deus Volt. They didn't really have any vision to play with. It's almost like they didn't have anyone to get vision.
Vision getters. They were lacking vision getters because look, it's not free. They have to have Sawal actually walk up the bushes and clear, or for Sunset Lover to actually throw out the magic damage that you would like to keep for the finishers. Looking at the damage taken though, check it out. See You Soon, they were actually playing with their vision getters. You have Boxy the King jumping in, Wonton just stopping people from actually walking in the bushes, leaving bushes safely. Sorry, and Felix as well, just throwing out those blades and then jumping in, if ever, right? There were somebody there. And I think it was mentioned by our desk here in RMC that Sorry and Felix actually proved himself. I actually enjoyed this Lapu-Lapu.
And you can see the target acquisition here from the side of Deus Volt being a bit wrong, right? You expect Ra or even